Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And in this video here, we're going to be unboxing my new processor, the Intel Core i7, if I can find it on the box here we go. The Core i7 5820K. And this is for the new series of chips that are in the LGA 2011 V3 series of motherboards and stuff like that. And the reason why I decided to go with this is because, not for any particular reason. I didn't have to upgrade and get this. I think my processor that I have now is the, let me pull it back up here. It's the, crap. Alright, here we go. It's the AMD FX 8350. It's a 8-core processor. An AMD 8-core processor. There I go. Let me talk like I got some sense. And I've been loving it ever since I got it. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but I knew that when I bought it. But it's been holding me down. I know the 8 cores give me plenty of headroom to do anything I want to do. Most of the high-end stuff I do is either video games or video editing for YouTube. As you guys may have noticed, I upload a lot, so I record a lot of gameplay. I do tons of video editing and processing and things like that. So that's my main reason, for a processor, and that was doing me pretty good. I have no qualms with it. I wish it was as fast as some of these newer Intel chips, but I know that's the name of the game when it comes to PC stuff. 1 year Intel may be on top, next year AMD might be on top, but Intel's been kicking butt for the most part for the past few years, and I wanted to get, I wanted to do an upgrade of some of my stuff, and I came into some money, and I was like, why not, get a new motherboard, get a new processor, all of this stuff. So that's where this drive is coming from. It's not because I had to upgrade by any means, but when I was looking at processors, I had to decide on which one to get, obviously. And I was doing my research and trying to figure out which chip I wanted to go with. I checked out some of AMD stuff, checked out some of Intel stuff, went on forums trying to see what people are saying about AMD versus Intel for the past couple years. And people have been seemingly liking Intel a whole lot more because of these newer chips and everything. And I didn't realize how old my setup was, like my motherboard and processor. I didn't realize that the standards, or at least have upgraded since I bought my stuff, 2.5, 3 years ago. So I must have bought it just before all of these newer chips and stuff came out, because I thought I was still running at least the the newest standard, but apparently I wasn't. So once I decided I was going to get an Intel processor, I had to decide on which one. And you had this one was $400. The next one up, I think this is the 3.3 gigahertz version. The next up, you had the 3.5, which was $500. And then you had the next one up, which was like the extreme version of the 5.5 one. Oh, not 5.5. I'm sorry, 3.5. Damn, if it was 5.5, I'd have bought that. but the extreme version was like it was like $1,000, and I'm like, damn that. There's nothing I'm running that requires that much processing speed and power. So, knew I wasn't gonna get that one. You never want to go high end for unless you're like building like a super high-end workstation, which I'm not doing. I mean, I guess you can call my build a workstation, but it's not, it ain't pumping out high-end 3D graphics and all of that kind of sort of stuff. I don't do business and stuff like that, However, I still want a PC that can, so that's the reason why I'm, buying all this stuff. Because these are all, for the most part, they're workstation processors. When I was doing my research, everybody was saying the same thing. They was like, look, if you just want to buy a processor for gaming, or let's say basic computing, don't buy this processor. You can get another Core i7 chip for like $200 less than this, and it'll do gaming and everything just fine. all of this newer equipment that I've gotten, like the processor, the memory, and the motherboard that's going to be in the next video, they're all workstation, like high-end workstation. Like my motherboard alone was like $500. So if like, you're trying to build like to play the next Battlefield game, this is the stuff you don't get because you don't need to get this stuff to do that. You just need a good graphics card and a decent processor and motherboard, because the graphics card's going to do most of the heavy pushing when it comes to graphics. This kind of stuff, you don't really need additional, the game doesn't use this, this kind of stuff to do high-end graphics. So, but one thing this will do is this should shave off my rendering time by a few minutes. I know I can take like a half-hour video and render it out in, let's say, 45 minutes. So this will probably shave that down, I'm hoping, by at least half, or maybe shave it down by like 10 or 15 minutes. So that way I can pump out videos faster. Plus, this will also allow me to, I want to be able to stream and record what I stream at the same exact time. And I know I could do that before, but the problem with that is that it would either, one or the other would mess up. Like, I would record, and my recording would be fine. However, if I would stream at the same time, the stream would be laggy and stuff like that, because I don't think my processor was strong enough to do both at the same time. It's either one or the other. Now, recording doesn't take a whole lot, but when it comes to streaming, since, me, I would always do like 1080p, 60 frames per second streaming in addition to recording what I was seeing. And that's like either, I don't know if it's my stream coming from my processor, because maybe my processor could have been strong enough to do it, but I would always watch my stream at the same time. And when I did that, the stream would always be somewhat laggy and stuff. So either, I'm assuming maybe my processor wasn't strong enough to run 1080p at 60 frames. It's either that, or let's say Twitch and YouTube can't kick it out as fast as I'm sending it. Because I know I got decent internet too. I got Verizon Fios. So I know internet wasn't the problem. So that's my main reason for getting this. I basically wanted to get something that's going to future-proof me for probably the next 4 or 5 years. And I know that's going to, I know this is going to do that. I know there's probably nothing I have in my system right now, or that I can foresee me getting in the next 3 or 4 years, unless they come out with something brand new. Nothing's going to be able to push this processor by far. Hell, I think the only thing that I have in my system now that could probably take advantage of the speeds of this, like that, and the additional memory that I have, is probably Adobe Premiere when I'm video editing. That's about it. Everything else is going to be smooth sailing. So I'm hoping that once I get this in, and once I get everything hooked up, that my PC is going to probably be, extremely faster than what it is now, but I doubt it. It's going to probably be, shave off a few seconds and everything, but I won't have to upgrade again for like the next 5 years. Because with my last build, I also made videos and stuff like this, and you guys can check them out if you want. But a lot of the equipment that I got in there, like my case and everything like that, I bought that specifically so if I wanted to buy new parts like these parts here, that I can be able to upgrade no problem. I don't got to go back and buy another case. I know this is probably the case I got, the Deep Silence 6, I think that's what it's called, is like the last case I'm probably ever going to get. Unless I decided to build a whole nother PC. But anyway, let me stop rambling on because it's been close to 10 minutes. Let me crack this thing open. See what we got. I'm assuming most processors, they don't really come with anything. They might come with a manual, a warranty, and that's about it. But I at least want to see it, because these are supposedly different, so maybe they might come with something a little bit extra. What is this? Warranty and a manual, like I said. Why this is all colorful like this, I have no idea. That just looks dumb to me. Alright, and okay, they got it in there so it don't slide out. Alright, one thing I will say about this chip though, this chip looks thick as hell. Like it's heavy. Damn right, yeah, this thing is heavy. This thing must weigh like, like a pound, maybe 2. Let me where you guys can see it. Let me trying to get it to where it doesn't display on the TV. That's that's why it's so bright like that. But that's the front, and this is the end that you actually put down in the motherboard there. But this thing is heavy. But I can't wait to try this out. I really can't. This was going to be the most important thing that I bought, but that's going to be the next part that I'm going with. That's going to be in the next video. I'm going to be unboxing the motherboard that I'm going to be plugging this into in the next video. I'm going to probably have a lot to talk about that because it has tons of features and everything like that. And I didn't have to get it, but I figured if I'm spending, $400 for this and doing all of that, then why not get a board that can, I mean, if I'm spending this much money for a workstation, why not, why not go all out with the motherboard is what I'm trying to say. But be on the lookout for that, for that video tomorrow, guys. My name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, and I'll see you guys in the next unboxing video. Peace out.